1,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody new, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with it.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the New York Jets. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his first pass is incomplete. Oh, Thomas unable to reel that one in, but it's going to be second down.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Second and 5. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Let's make these babies. Let's go. Let's make these babies crawl.
They'll drop the throw. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 43.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Here we go.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, Thomas unable to reel that one in. And it's second down. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the three.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now a run with McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Ready. 57. Push him back.
He'll look to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets 16.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Jets' 8-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now the first carry for Brian Hill. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. Now back to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him. Made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. He's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check, boys. Kill.
2nd and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40. Going to throw right side here. Complete. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Second and 9 at the 41-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Fields got his man, Robbie Anderson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Let's go. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Hey, let's get in them holes. Right there. 54. Right there. 54. Hey. Remote this.
Operating from the gun, Fields. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the Panthers' 35-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
He's crashing. He's checking crack.
2nd and 2. And he finds Tyler Croft. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line.
10 yards. That's good for Jets. First down. First and 10.
Off play action. Fields under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
2nd and long. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
The sack on first down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the first.
Let's go one more. Check three.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Check. Lucky.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Carlson able to put this one through. And that will tie us at 3-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Mike.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They've got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Fields. And that is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Oh, try. Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. Right there.
From the gun, Fields. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. So on 4th down, here's Matt Darr to kick it away. These two teams all tied after 1. And here's the punter, Matt Darr, to kick this one away. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. It's that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Check safety, check safety.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
McCaffrey on the counter. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Here's a 2nd and 7 now from their own 7. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the gun on 3rd down. Fields. Open man is Anderson. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. Fields. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's another Jets first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Fields. That'll be taken in by Anderson. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender. Made him
what do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. And then he curls back inside for the completion.
This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. From the gun, Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch twitch. You got up. You got tight. You got tight right there. Switch. Switch.
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Jumper, jumper. Jumper. Sponge. No. Hey, alert 3. Hang on.
On third down, Fields. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth. On fourth down, Fields. And that's complete to Croft. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those fourth down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays and only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And a Panther first down.
Ready. 50. Plant. Number 53. Line 53. Yo. Check. And go.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Preston Smith there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And it'll bring up third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The Panthers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Yeah, baby. That's our ball. Our ball. Hey!
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Here we go. Here we go. Slam, slam, slam.
To throw on second down. Fields. And he whips that one incomplete there. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Tighten down. There you go. Check 31. Check 31.
On 3rd and 2, Fields. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. On first down, Fields. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Fields. And he comes back with one complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Check. Fresno. Hey. Fresno.
On 1st and 10, Fields looking for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. Alert flare. Slam.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Fields. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Fields. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So not the strongest of kicks we've seen him make, but he gets a favorable bounce, and it's 3 points all the same.
Yeah, that was one of those where he needed the 6-iron, but he pulled out the 9-iron. That one was run out of gas quickly, but he does manage to pop it over the bar.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
At the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Fields. Wide open receiver complete. 30. The 20. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach. Okay, so he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Here's McCaffrey. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, Thompson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chris Thompson, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point try good by Gano, and that will get him one closer. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Fields. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Let's go now. Come on, 18 data. Watch it before. Blue down, blue. Okay. Deuce. Mike's 54.
Throwing on first down. Fields steps away, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack there by Trent Murphy.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Check, ready. 54 Mike. It's a party now.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields. And the grab by Croft. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Let him know.
They'll run. Here's Harris. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup. First down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, Fields. And this is going to be incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Yeah. Shoot! Right there. 54.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 31.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Check 6 down. That's it.
From the gun, Fields. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tease Tabor. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
He'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. 66. Bullet. How? Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
To throw again. Fields. And his throw is incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he's able to bat it away.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
A 32-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he loses the football a second time. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game, and all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On the delay, here's Harris. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
Here we go. It's the arm. Check with the nose. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Whip. Watch it. Yes. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
On 3rd and 2, Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
At the end of the third quarter, with the score Jets 22, Panthers 10.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie. Foxtrot. Let's go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
First down.
This quarterback now 8 of 17 so far, so under 50%, but he's got a 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. This is caught. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They come out here in the I. They'll go with the keeper, and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. It's their quarterback with his 16th touchdown of the year as his guys are back within a single score.
And the sneak works on 2nd and goal. They didn't wait until it was 4th down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, you like these plays, don't you? I mean, you want to hand it off sometimes, but also prove that you can get it in there as well.
Hey, it makes you really part of the gang, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really bonds you with those big offensive linemen because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone knows that.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And that will set them up in excellent shape. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. McCaffrey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Short throw hauled in by Croft.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Now, get him, you got him. Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up. Check. Check it back or check it up, go. Rush in, go. Rush in. Check three. Wake up.
On second down, it's Harris. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. This is about what you'd expect. Defense selling out to stop the run. Pretty good on first and second down.
Yeah, you're no longer really worried about making sure you're holding up the offensive lineman as a defensive lineman. Now you're just talking about getting in gaps. You're trying to get upfield, penetrate, and make a play on the football, especially, before the running back really gets control of it. That's what you're doing. You're also bringing the linebackers in to jam the line of scrimmage, and a safety or two is going to be there as well.
To throw on third down, Fields. He may try and run for this. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run it now out of the gun. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Danny Shelton made the stop. 4 yards on the pickup.
To throw on second down, Fields. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Draymond Jones able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check 37. Check 37. Hot 7. Right there. 54. Right there. 50. Go. Hey, watch the slant.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw. Fields. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now back to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there for Carolina. 41 yards. Looking to throw. Of course, remember, you need an utter pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll look to throw here. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hand seam. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee. Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big fourth-quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? And in the fourth quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they?